2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on DA.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul is...
Thank you, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for Minnesota, we've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley with the steal. To the middle. Towns kicks to Beasley. Russell from long range. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Dort gets it to go. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you a luxury to play smaller.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Pass to Dort. He feeds it to Adams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Minnesota with the ball. 4-point game.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Pass to Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beasley. Adams' shot is off.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
Some changes for Minnesota. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in, and a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. Diallo, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Diallo, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Layman pass to Reed. And the rejection by Noel.
Well, Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell left side. There's the pass to Layman. 5 on the clock. Back to Russell. It's hauled in by Diallo. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Noel passes to Diallo. Count it. Diallo's got his second basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Russell feeling it out a bit. No good from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Schroeder. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Culver dishes to Johnson. No good, unable to end this run. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Schroeder beyond the arc. They get it again. Here's Ferguson. Passes it to Noel. And they pick up 2.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3 has...
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Muscala is out there with Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. And guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Jake Lehman.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Culver. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
So here's Gallinari after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Noel.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Towns finds Hernan-Gomez. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Adams has got his second bucket tonight. Pass to Noel. No good that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the 3. Rebound Minnesota. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Noel passes to Okogie. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Towns.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Dort. Down low. Looking for Adams. He gets it there to the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Noel. Following the basket by Chris Paul. And there's the pass to Towns. Adams, some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's Gallinari with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. 52 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Towns. And Adams sends it back. Gallinari surveying the D. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City gets it back, and Adams kicks to Gallinari. Gallinari on the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hernan Gomez finds Beasley, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Beasley has been explosive in some of the roles he's played, and with more responsibility, he's able to score a lot of points in bunches.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Ferguson, the pass to Adams. Over Reed. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Oklahoma City out in front, up 8. And now, okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Oklahoma City was looking great right away. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. And that should do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Passes it to Dort. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Over to the wing. Okogie, the pass to Towns. Outside, Russell. For the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Towns, no luck. The Thunder leading by 6. And stolen by Russell. Towns down low. He's got 10. That's tipped.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Paul. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his third foul of the game. Culver's checked in for Minnesota. And the Thunder making a switch here. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Back to Russell. Makes it off the glass. Russell's got 6 points.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And the one thing you notice about Gilgeous-Alexander, you know, he sort of glides around the court, then suddenly hit you with that burst.
Well, it's amazing that he has that crafty and uncanny ability, and then he's having some time with Chris Paul, so that's only going to be enhanced as Shea continues to work that change of pace game. Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Finished off the break.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Hernangomez. There's the triple. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Muscala, the pass to Ferguson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ball for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hernangomez finds Towns. On Gomez down low. Gallinari on him. Here's Towns. It's deflected.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Back to Paul. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Ferguson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Out to Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, Minnesota. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Towns gets it to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Ball against Russell. Here's Muscala. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Now you leave it to CP3, statistically one of the top 10 assist men, not just in the league now, in the history of the game.
It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Gallinari. Finished off the break. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Beasley, the pass to Hernangomez. To the paint. Here's Towns. Out to the wing. Hernangomez finds Towns. Sinks that one from the post. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the pass to Hernangomez. Inside. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Noel Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's George in at the 3 slot.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Noel against Johnson. Noel dishes to Adams. Towns with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Okogie, the pass to Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Both good from the line that time. The Thunder leading by 4. Schroeder outside. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Passes to Layman. To the paint. Here's Okogie. He can't get that one to fall. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And it's Russell missing.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's George. That 3 off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Russell from long range. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Here's Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Okogie, the pass to Reed. Pass to Okogie. Down low. Reed misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And the first one drops. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Jake Layman. The Thunder also changing it up. Gallinari, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. The 3. Russell, no luck.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 11. Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis. And that was some serious effort there.
That one drops for him.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Thunder.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Steven Adams.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Here's Noel. The pass to Reed. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Nader, the second chance points on the tip in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Evans inside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Reed. That's tipped. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for And before
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So here's Oklahoma City starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Mitchell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near him. Misses off the right iron.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And the shot goes in.
Good job by Mitchell trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Gallinari finds Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gallinari surveying the D. Dort passes to Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. And Dort gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Conley dishes to Ingles. Back to Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. A 3-ball. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. Gallinari in the corner. Back to Paul. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Adams with the slam.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he gets the bucket.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
To the wing right side. Back to Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul with the steal. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Adams. An easy 2 points on the layup. 6 points for Steven Adams.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Conley. Back to Mitchell. Takes a 3. Another miss by Utah.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. To halt the run. And yes, it's good.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Ferguson for three. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Mitchell. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Gobert. Ferguson with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And the wide open shot from Paul. The three-pointer no good. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Mitchell's shot is good. The Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The feed now to Paul. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Mitchell looking it over. Utah the rebound. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 3. Live from... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Noel. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Dort passes to Noel. Misses in close. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Can't cash in from close range. The Thunder with the lead. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his second basket of the night.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Davis kicks to Moutier. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Davis down low. He's covered by Muscala.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Noel dishes to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Muscala. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Moutier. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Tries to save it and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Diallo finds Schroeder. Back to Diallo. And here is Noel. Guarded by... Oh, that was something else!
That was nasty. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Moutier. Back to Ingles. There's the pass to Moutier. And the rejection by Noel.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Misses the layup. Jazz trail by 3. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovich was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Moutier. It's good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Moves back up, over to the wing. Ferguson for 3, up again. It's good on the putback.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Pass to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Back to Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Mitchell outside. Takes the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
An underrated shooter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit 40% from range at Kentucky.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 4. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1-possession. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
It's funny, we didn't know if Mitchell could shoot the 3 coming out of college. Now he's taking shots from the parking lot.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Fires from 18. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270.
and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari with the steal. They're running. Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dishes it to Gallinari. Ingles against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the basket is good. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 5. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, he knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Just throw it up to Gobert, and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. Gilgeous-Alexander with... The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Mitchell passes to Ingles. That one good for 2. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
This is the thing about Ingles. He's got the size and the strength to play with physicality.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the technical free throw is good. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Pass to Noel. And Muscala has it in the corner. Ball outside. Schroeder, right side. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Passes it to Noel. Over to the left wing. Muscala, the pass to Noel. He gets that one. Noel's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bogdanovich comes in for Davis, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Moutier. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Diallo's checked in, and this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. That's good from Schroeder.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And he makes both free throws.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder out in front. They're up by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So the Thunder 5 right now. Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Mike Conley's checked in for O'Neal. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. To the paint. Here's Diallo. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Diallo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The pass to Noel. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Schroeder outside. To the wing on the left. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I mean, not only does Bogdanović stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanović defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him. That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Mitchell.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
So they take the lead. And the Jazz lead by 1.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gallinari on the wing. Here's Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Mitchell. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
Thunder trailing by 5. Down low. Paul can't get it to go, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 12-1 run right now. Mitchell wide open. Gobert, great positioning on the putback. And it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length. it's also the instincts.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And it's Mitchell missing. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. Stolen by Mitchell. And the basket by Ingles.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around. Count it. Good. And that's now 7 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. And that one, good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Donovan Mitchell is comfortable playing at all 3 levels. He's playing at his highest level tonight offensively.
And it's Adams on the follow.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Here's Mitchell. Hits it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 33 points.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Utah.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Donovan Mitchell.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Ingles. And Gobert kicks to Ingles beyond the arc. The shot missing. And here now the Thunder.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Mitchell right side. Off target from outside. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. No good. So we see the Jazz get the win here, even early on. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Downtown Phoenix on a bright and as the
Kevin, thanks very much.
well, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the center.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
And it's Ayton missing. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The shot's good. Dort's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Booker with no one around. No good on the triple. Here's Oklahoma City. 4-point game.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Good.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Paul outside. Back to Adams. Pass to Dort. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Johnson attacking. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Dort passes to Adams. Poke loose. Oubre with the steal. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Sharge comes in for Johnson. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. Now, here's Bridges. To the middle. Shot's good by Baines.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Paul passes to Ferguson. Adams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Charge has the open look. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Bridges with the steal. A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
And the Thunder with some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Bridges, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Carter finds Baines. Charge in the corner. Deflects the pass and stolen by Noel. Here's Schroeder, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
Here's Saric. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. He gets it in there.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
And Phoenix with another turnover here. Kaminsky is checked in for Saric. Diallo, he's checked in for the Thunder. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 12-4 run. It's Schroeder with the drive. Passes it to Muscala. To the paint. Noel against Baines. Schroeder. Jerome with the rebound.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup. Tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Oklahoma City up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action after this word. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game here or there, but, you know, everybody's still, you know.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Kaminsky out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Carter. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Jerome in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Ferguson. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by the Suns. Oubre outside. And the shot goes in. Oubre's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
So both teams changing it up here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. One-on-one fast break. And stolen by Diallo. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And it's Schroeder missing. Suns trail by 11.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Oklahoma City leading by 13. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And that one's good. Noel.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
They double him with Ayton. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different. that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
3 on the clock. Count that one. 8 points for Steven Adams.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Here's Johnson. No good off the back of the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gallinari dishes to Adams. Pass to Dort. Back to Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
On the wing, Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the Suns miss again.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Saric against Adams. Paul kicks to Adams. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And Ayton stays with it. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Gallinari on the wing. And that one goes long. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Here's Booker. It's deflected.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Saric.
Yo, man up on CP.
Out to the right wing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Ferguson. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Adams nails both of them. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Kaminsky. And so it's Oklahoma City.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and that's a wrap.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes, 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
And the Thunder making a change here. Diallo's checked in. Paul kicks to Diallo. Paul, no one around him. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, pre-shot preparation is there. Chris Paul anticipating his teammates going to deliver it, and then he delivers on the make.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Some changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Now here's Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Schroeder kicks to Diallo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Oklahoma City moving it around. Schroeder finds Gallinari. Can't connect from short range.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
The Thunder leading by 14. Back to Noel. Gallinari outside. Jacks up a three. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Gallinari wide open. Oklahoma City the rebound. Now the pass to Noel. A second chance effort. Great D that time from Oubre.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Gets it down to single digits. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Out to Gallinari. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Suns. Baines has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Bucket is good. Oubre's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Now here's Schroeder. Down low and stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Bridges leading the charge. And the rejection by Noel. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Kaminsky got a piece of it.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the basket by Kaminsky.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dort passes to Adams. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, Steven Adams increasingly making himself a factor on the offensive end night after night.
Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jerome's got his first basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Dort. They get the rebound, and it's Adams on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 7.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Muscala dishes to Paul. Back to Muscala. Passes it to Ferguson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And becoming more of a playmaker, Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Muscala with the ball. Ferguson, the pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Ball finds Adams. Out left to the wing. Back to Muscala. 6 to shoot. Bounce pass from Paul. Pass to Muscala. There's the 3. And no good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. The putback, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. 22 is their biggest lead. And the pass to Dort. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Sun changes for Phoenix. Oubre comes in for Johnson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Now here's Ayton. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Ball outside. Pass to Gallinari. Ball against Booker. Paul dishes to Adams. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them. DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
Kicks it to Paul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:33 left in the game. Gallinari on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ayton's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
And Stolen by Booker. To take the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Now here's Paul. Molinari passes to Adams. Paul with the 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Ayton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Molinari right side. Dort passes to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Adams. Money!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Sharge outside. With some arc. Got it!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Back to Gallinari. Adams outside. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Booker. Now it's in.
Kevin, good evening. Carl
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the four-man position. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the three. Now here's Towns. Hernan Gomez passes to Towns. That one goes in.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And Gallinari kicks to Adams. Gallinari surveying the D. Paul dishes to Adams. Back to Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Shot clock at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Pass to Beasley. Russell dishes to Towns. Back to Russell. Can't hit that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Dort. Paul against Towns. Towns with the steal. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Towns against Paul. Here's Adams, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So here's Gallinari after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Gallinari against Hernan Gomez. And Adams with the slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Layman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's stolen by Muscala. Diallo inside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Johnson. Reed the pass to Culver. Here's Reed. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough. to keep him out of rhythm.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So he gets them both. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Pick off in midair. Reed the pass to Culver. And stolen by Noel. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now, here's Culver. Reed the pass to Culver. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. Takes it from 10, and he connects with the jumper.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
Right wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Both teams have it going here early. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going to...
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the court for Minnesota, Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the 2 guard.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Back to Diallo. Just 4 to shoot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Layman. Rebound by Muscala. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the right side. Diallo finds Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Minnesota with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. That one doesn't go. And the Thunder going the other way now. Schroeder, left side. From outside the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Johnson, a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Steven Adams comes in for Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Noel down low. Johnson on him. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 6. Towns, the pass to Layman. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Schroeder, left side. Passes to Ferguson. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Minnesota. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. There's Russell with the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Ball finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. To the left side wing. And there's the pass to Towns. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Gallinari on the wing. Hernangomez covering. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 5. The drive by Russell. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. Beasley with a clean look. Misses the 3. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Paul passes to Dort. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Dort. Now here is Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Dishes it to Towns. Yep, that one goes in there. Gallinari on the wing. No good from the wing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that's going to do it for us here.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Thunder leading by 5. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Paul. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Both prolific and efficient. Ultra competitive as well. Paul is a double-double threat who shoots a very high percentage from the floor and line.
And so he makes both from the line.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And here is Adams. He's got 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds to Adams. Over Towns. And he can't bank that one in. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead. But on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that. And he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Inside, here's Okogie. And he banks in the layup.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Ferguson kicks to Paul. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Adams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Reed. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Okogie, the pass to Reed. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 3-pointer. Excellent D there from Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 7. To the inside, Towns. The offensive rebound. That's tipped. Pass to Okogie. Kicks to Culver. Beasley, the pass to Culver. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Passes it to Reed. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For the Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's Russell in for Culver. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. The pass to Noel. Up again. And it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Basket counts. The Thunder have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Ferguson, the pass to Noel. Schroeder against Russell. Releases from 15, and that one's good. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Schroeder kicks to Ferguson. 14 feet away. And it's Schroeder missing. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Noel. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. Diallo with it. Russell's there. Diallo no good. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 7-point differential. Johnson, the pass to Reed. Back to Johnson. Here's Reed. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 7. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 slot. And Noel kicks to Muscala. From downtown, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Noel passes to Dort. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Noel. Over Beasley, and that one's good. Noel. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Really got to admire how confident Noel looks from the mid-range. I mean, squaring up and knocking down these shots consistently.
Beasley finds Towns, reverses, and the rejection by Noel. Here's the break. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Russell. Beasley. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The rebound by Johnson.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that one's good. Towns.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
Order passes to Dort. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Down low. Noel against Hernan Gomez. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Russell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns dishes to Beasley. On the wing, Johnson. Russell finds Towns. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Russell. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder outside. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Muscala. Wide open look. He squares up and sinks it. Muscala's got his first points of the night.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Towns, the best Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with the block. Outside, Towns. To the paint. Beasley, the pass to Towns. Right side, Russell. Back to Towns. And good that time.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Dort passes to Noel. It's stolen by Johnson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Towns kicks to Hernan Gomez. Out to the right wing. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And they're running. With his first shot attempt. Oh, off target. Outside, Towns. Good chance here for Johnson. And the miss. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous... from the plains of Oklahoma. And we've got
Kevin, thanks. What a great guy.
D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Gobert. 6 to shoot. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Oklahoma City. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Gallinari. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What focus from the big Italian forward out there. Gallinari is used to having to overcome a lot of physical defense.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. The 3. That shot missing. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Gallinari attacking out to the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Utah's ball. Conley feeling it out. Now the feed to Gobert. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. And it's Mitchell missing. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Gallinari attacking. Here's Paul. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And Chris Paul is so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mitchell up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Oh, good on that one.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Dort passes to Paul. Here's Dort. Gallinari on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
It's funny how much Chris Paul is showing so much nuance that he has as he's aged in this game. Just an unequaled and unmatched intelligence from the point guard position.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switcher also for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mitchell. Jazz have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And the dunk by O'Neal.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Moutier. Over Paul. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Diallo, he's checked in for Paul. And Utah with a change here, too. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. The Thunder with another miss. Jazz trail by 3.
And Bones, although Ferguson may not have stuffed the stat sheet last season, he had some incredibly spectacular plays.
Oh, yeah, he can get up and sky and plays above the rim, and you love those kind of plays. But for this team, they're just hoping for more consistency from Terrence Ferguson, who continues to show some signs that the talent is there. That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
Nobody near Schroeder. The Thunder with another miss. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Back to Moutier. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Moutier against Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Gobert. Clarkson kicks to Moutier. Gobert trying to get open.
Have to give some credit to the defense by Schroeder there, making that attempt as difficult and uncomfortable as he possibly could.
Here's Diallo. O'Neal with the rebound.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now, here is O'Neal. Dishes to Moutier. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Thunder lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last.
you know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Muscala is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Davis finds Mitchell, shoots the 3, and it's Noel with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Mitchell following the score by Oklahoma City. He dishes it to Davis. Back to Mitchell. Fires for 3. The Jazz with another miss.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Back to Schroeder. Noel with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over to the wing. Mitchell against Schroeder. Second chance shot. Passes it to Noel. Over Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Thunder on D. Following the three-pointer by Donovan. What a jam!
Wow, man's loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
a dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Chris Paul picks up that. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Gallinari passes to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Mitchell is double. And the shot is good. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball against Conley. Paul passes to Adams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Here's Mitchell, and he drops it in from the low post. Mitchell's got 12.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Gallinari right side. Traps in the tray.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was going to launch that jump shot. He did just that.
On the wing, Mitchell fires the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Ferguson misses.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And when Gobert is making a move to the bucket, it's best to just stay out of the way. There's a lot of momentum behind the big fella.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points in the game yet for him. Ferguson the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams' shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Conley. Mitchell wide open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 15 points in the game.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around you.
Donovan Mitchell firing. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. During the draft process in 2013, some scouts called Rudy Gobert too.
That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 6. Ingles dishes to Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game. Thunder trailing by 6. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari passes to Adams. Puts the move on. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants. And now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
Jazz leading by 6. Conley kicks to Gobert. Now, here's Ingles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
That's a 2 from Paul, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Love seeing CP3 shoot from there. He just owns that area of the floor. One of the best jumpers in the history of the game.
Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Ingles has got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Inside, here's Gallinari. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first bucket of the night.
No hesitation, SGA grabbing it and letting it go.
Mitchell looking it over. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Out to Conley. Pulls it up. 13 feet away. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Outside Conley. Launches a 3. And it's Mitchell missing. Under trailing by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Gallinari dishes to Adams. Gallinari outside. Pass to Dort. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Thunder have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And the technical free throw is good. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Utah with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City.
A 5-star recruit.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 7. 1:04 left to play in the third. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And it's good. 2 points. Moutier's got his first bucket in this one.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 9. O'Neal passes to Davis. Back to O'Neal. And stolen by Diallo. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Schroeder looking around. .26 seconds left in the third quarter. The 19-foot shot. O'Neal with the rebound. For Utah, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The layup off target. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front, up by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Ferguson. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo. And it's Mike Muscala. And it's Noel in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. It's stolen by Gobert. Now, here is O'Neal. Defense is right there. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for Utah. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And it's Schroeder missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Schroeder passes to Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Pass to Clarkson. Back to Moutier. Bogdanovich wide open. And the three ball is good.
Precision pass from Moutier to get his teammate a good look there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Passes it to Ferguson. Noel down low. Defended by Moutier. Muscala misses.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Moutier pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one a little long. Jazz leading by 16. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And Mitchell drops them both. Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Dort passes to Adams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell left side. Fires at the elbow. The putback. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dort passes to Paul. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Jazz.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
The pass to Oni. Right side Bradley. Shoots over Adams. And it's off the back rim. No good. Thunder trailing by 18. To the middle. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in.
There's the willingness to compete from Steven Adams right there. Finishes through contact.
Here's Oni. Pass to Niang. Jazz passing it around. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Jazz lead by 18. It's stolen by Bradley. Fires from deep. Moutier, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
From past the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
From the plains of Oklahoma. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
Rubio misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Kicks it out to Paul. And there's the pass to Dort. To the paint, here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
That's good from Johnson on the assist by Ayton.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Dort passes to Paul. Over Rubio. Again, the Thunder score.
We've heard the term master of the mid-range. To Chris Paul, it's apropos.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Five on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here are the Suns now. 6-point game. Inside. Ayton inside. Adams defending. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
To the inside. Oubre with the steal. Gallinari against Johnson. That shot no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Paul. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pass to Adams. 5 to shoot to the right side. Pass to Dort. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Carter, the pass to Baines. Thunder with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Now here is Muscala, covered by Saric. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Jerome, following the score by Oklahoma City. The shot by Saric, no good. 1:10 left in the first. Shot good by Diallo.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Schroeder outside, down low. It's stolen. Fast break, here come the Suns. Carter leading the charge.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder. Jerome, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Ferguson for 3. Saric grabs the board. Suns trail by 4. Carter right side. From the arc. Thunder with the rebound. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's the Oklahoma City. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Jerome in at the point guard. The Thunder leading by 5. Schroeder, right side. To the middle, here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Bridges misses. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Schroeder dishes to Noel. Diallo with it, guarded now by Rubio. Diallo with it. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jerome, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Diallo, the pass to Ferguson. Goes back up. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Bridges. Count that one.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about, in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals, while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing. Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
That one falls. Schroeder's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. Now here's Diallo, covered by Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. The pass to Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul outside. Gallinari up top. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mike Muscala is checked in for Oklahoma City. And Phoenix also making a switch. Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Oubre. Not a lot of room. And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Dort, covered by Oubre. Suns trail by 6. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Gallinari with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
No, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Ayton. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. He hits both from the stripe. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Dort passes to Muscala. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gallinari finds Muscala. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Muscala. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Paul. There's the feed to Muscala. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They trail by 6 to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Gallinari dishes to Muscala. Count the basket.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Baines finds Johnson. It's tipped. A second chance effort. Here's Ayton. Pass to Booker. And he commits the intentional foul.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. Rubio finds Johnson. Oubre, right side. It's good.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Trying to get open is Johnson. Oubre can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Inside, Adams. And the layup is good. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And it's Oubre off the drive. No good that time. They double him with Ayton. Ferguson, the pass to Adams. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish. Yeah, there's a chemistry with this group, and Oubre makes that finish look easy.
Gallinari left side. Shot, high post. That shot off, and Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Johnson to the paint. Here's Ayton. Banked in off the glass. Ayton's got 10. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
That one goes in. Adams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And Adams with the basket on the assist from Gallinari. Adams has got 10 points here in the second half. Oh, Ayton in position. Gallinari with the steal. One-on-one here. Ball finds Adams. There's 48 seconds left in the third. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Charge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Noel kicks to Diallo. Passes it to Adams. Schroeder, right side. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 12. They grab their own miss. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for 3. Misses there. Steven Adams has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Inside, Saric and Baines. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Carter in at the point. It's stolen by Carter. Poked away. Back to Booker. Lets it go. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Diallo kicks to Noel. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Noel's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder. Here's Baines. Bucket is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Noel dishes to Schroeder. Back to Noel. Schroeder outside. Now the pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Dort. Lets it go with a three. And Baines pulls it down. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Diallo. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Saric passes to Booker. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. Makes it off the glass. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. He feeds it to Gallinari. Back to Paul. Pass to Schroeder. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The dish to Saric. For 3. A new 14 for the Suns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys that things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David.
You have got to respect that about Oubre. He believes in himself even in the tight spots of the game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely, and that one's good. Ayton.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Ayton. Count it. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Rubio. Will it go? Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. And that's going to be a travel.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Phoenix.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Adams' shot is good.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Adams, the pass to Dort. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And so here's Phoenix. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Akobo, the pass to Johnson. Down low. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.